Hi, this is Wade Perry with this week's Real Estate Report. 2013 was a wild year identified by one word, and that is low. We had low inventory and we had low days on market. Property just flew off the shelves. 2014 is going to be a much healthier market for several reasons. First and foremost, the economy. Right now, our unemployment rate here in Denver is at the lowest point it's been at in over 5 years. And the one thing that buyers need in order to buy a home is a job to get a loan. So the economy, much improved. The second most important thing you got to remember is that inventory, even though it's still low, it will creep up over the coming year. And that's going to be driven by two things. Number one, the home builder. Home builders cannot find enough dirt fast enough to start putting homes in the ground. The second item that's going to build our inventory is that across the United States right now, there are approximately 3 million homeowners who have equity in their homes that they did not have a year ago. So many of these people have been waiting for their prices to come up in order to be able to sell. So we should see inventory levels come up a little bit. Demand is going to be fueled not so much by the investor this year. They saw their gains in the last 2 years. This is going to be the year of the move-up buyer, the repeat buyer. We're also going to see a lot of activity from what we call the boomerang buyer. The person who was foreclosed on or at a short sale a few years ago, they're now coming back into the market. And finally, the pent-up demand of about 4.5 million households across the country, I don't know the exact number here in Denver, that came into a bad job market coming out of college and they've been living at home. They're about to come into the market to buy a new home. So overall, what we're seeing, you're going to see supply levels come up a little bit, so we don't have that frenzy we saw last year. Demand is going to come from a few different sources, so it should stay pretty flat. Interest rates right now at 4 3/8, incredibly affordable, should creep up to about 5%. Historically, going back to 1972, that's averaged 8.6. So even if it got to 5, still this is the time to go out and buy. You put all this together, we should see home values appreciate by somewhere around 5 to 7% in 2014 with a much better balance between supply and demand. Overall, this will be a much healthier year for real estate in Denver.